welcome back. In this lecture, we have to solve this question in which it is given the top view. Okay, if in the question top view is given, it means apparent line in the top view. Or below the xy, we have the apparent line. So top view of a line which is 75 mm long measures 50 mm. So line is 75 mm long, and in top view it appears to 50 mm long, and the end of line PQ. First end P is 15 mm above HP and 30 in front of VP, and for the second point Q, it is above HP and 15 mm in front of VP. So now you have to do the projection of line and you have to find its true inclination with HP and VP. So let's start with the first point. And P of line PQ is 15 above HP and 30 in front of VP. So and P is 15 mm above HP and 30 in front of VP. So this is going to be P dash and this one will be P. Now you can measure the distance. This is 15 mm above HP and this one here is 30 in front of VP. Now just select these items and change them to main drawing. Now we have our first point, initial point of the line P dash and P. Now as per the question, our second point Q is above HP, so Q dash and Q1 dash as usual as it already happened, because in these questions, every question our line is in the first quadrant, so it means Q is always above HP and in front of VP. So above HP we do not have the exact dimension at what distance our point Q is, but we do have the length of this line. And for the second scenario in which Q is above HP, but at what distance we do not have that distance, but we do have the distance of 15 mm in front of VP. So point Q is 15 mm in front. In front means after the rotation, that 15 mm line will come in the downward direction. So we know the second point Q in the top view will lie at a distance of 15 mm from this reference line, because it is given 15 mm in front of VP. So what I'm gonna do is just click this line and make an offset of this line at a distance of 15 mm in the downward direction, because if anything is in front of VP, it comes in the downward direction or below the XY. So this is our this line is at a distance of 15 mm. So from the question we know second point Q is 15 mm in the downward direction from the XY line, from the reference line. So point Q, and in case of top view, point Q and Q1 will lie on this horizontal line, which is at a distance of 15 mm from the reference line. So now we know the top view. Okay, so true line is given, which is of 75 mm long, but we do not know this line is with HP or VP and what angle it is making with HP or VP. So we have only the length, which is 75 mm, and the top view. In the just below XY we have the top view, and the top view of the 75 mm line appears to be 50 mm, and this is the given condition in which top view is 50 mm long, and it is also given that end point Q will lie on this. So the apparent line, which is 50 mm in top view, the end point of that line PQ will appear in this line. So one thing, to do this thing, you have to draw a line, a top view, which should be 50 mm, and another thing you have to make sure is the end point Q should lie on this line, which is at a distance of 15 mm. So the simplest thing to do this is to create a circle with radius 50 mm, because top view is 50 mm now. So what I'm gonna do is, from this point I'm going to draw a circle with radius of 50 mm. Now this circle is intersecting here. Now if I consider any point in this circle on the circumference of this circle, From that point, this P is acting as a center. So from any point on the circumference, the distance between this center P and the point on the circumference is 50 because it is the radius. That is why I've created this circle, and this circle is intersecting with this one because our end Q is on this line. So you can see, now you can do one thing. From this point of intersection, just create a line and connect this line with this point P and change it to the main drawing. Now look, I'm going to do one thing. Just going to delete this segment. I'm gonna need this curve later on. That is why I'm going to just delete these things. I need this much curve. So now you can check. This is our top view, and as per the question, it is given that point Q is in front of AP, 15 mm in front of AP. So this distance is 15 mm. This Q is lying on this horizontal line, which is at a distance of 15 mm. So as per this given condition, our point is good. And as per this question, the top view of 75 mm long line is 50 mm. So this is our top view, and this length is 50 mm because this is the we have this line we find out through the circle. So this is already 50 mm. Okay, so as per the given conditions, this is correct. So this is our inclined line, which is of 50 mm length. Okay, now we have the apparent line here. Now next thing is our true line is 75 mm long, but at what angle with HP and VP we do not have that information. So what we're gonna do is, with the help of this apparent line, I'm going to create true line in the top view, front view. So again, the process from apparent to true, what we have to do, we need to first create an arc with P as a center and radius up to this point Q, from P to Q, and you have to create an arc which will intersect with the horizontal line drawn from the point Q. Now this is the point of intersection. Now from this point of intersection, what we need to do, create a vertical line, and this is our line. But now to find out the true length, to find out the true line, we need the locus with which we can make it intersect, but we do not have the locus here. Okay, now what we have, back to the question. In the question it is given the line, true line is 75 mm long, and here what we can do is, using this condition, we can just make a circle with P dash as the center, and radius, we can take this radius as 75. So this circle is going to intersect with this line here. So with this intersection point, I'm going to create a line and connect this intersection point with P dash. Now I can say this is my true line, because as per the question, true line should be of 75 mm, and this length is 75 mm because this is our circle with 75 mm radius, so this is going to be 75. And as per the question, apparent line helps to create true line. So with the help of this apparent line, we have created this arc, and from this point of intersection, we have created a vertical line. So we know the end point of true line should lie on this vertical line. So this circle is intersecting with this true line, this vertical line here. So this point of intersection is our end point of true line. So now make it Q1 dash. Now I need, I'm just going to remove this extra part. Just we need to just show we have drawn this. We just draw this projection with the help of the circle. So just removing this thing and keeping this arc. So now we have true line in the front view and apparent line in the top view. So now what we're gonna do is, okay, now we have the true line here. So what I'm gonna do is, from this point of intersection, I'm going to draw a locus, because we know endpoints of true line and apparent line always appear on the same horizontal line. So now I'm going to use that particular shortcut in which end effectors always lie on the same vertical line. P dash and P are on the same vertical line. So again, I'm going to do from this point. This point is Q. So from this point Q, this is the end effector for this apparent line. Just create a vertical line which will intersect with this locus. So this is our point Q dash, because end effector always lie on the same vertical line. This right side point is Q1 dash, and this left point is our Q dash end effector. Okay, so now I'm just going to connect these 2 points. Okay, so this is our apparent line in the front view. Just change it to the main drawing. Now we have a true line and apparent line in the front view, but in the top view we have only apparent line. True line is missing in top view, so with the help of this apparent line in front view, I'm going to draw true line in the top view. So from apparent to true, if we move from apparent to true, we need to do one thing. We have to create an arc which will intersect with the horizontal line from P dash. Draw a horizontal line. Now we need to create an arc. Take P dash as a center and radius up to this point Q dash. So simply do the simplest thing is to draw circle. P dash, take P dash as a center and radius up to this Q dash. Now just remove this excess part. Okay. So I need this intersection point. Just going to remove here, and okay, that's it. So we have created an arc by considering P dash as a center and radius up to this point Q, and this arc is intersecting with this horizontal line starting from this P dash. Now from this intersection point you have to create a vertical line which will intersect with this horizontal, this horizontal line. See, as per the question, we know endpoints of apparent line and true line always lie on the same horizontal line. So Q is on this horizontal line, so Q1 should be on this horizontal line as well. So this is our Q1. And as per the question, because in the question, let me just connect this first, Q1 and P. So this is our true line. Okay, now you can see endpoints of apparent and true line will be always on the same horizontal line, here and here, Q1 dash and Q dash, same horizontal line. And again, it has been asked in the question, and Q is above HP and 15 mm in front of EP. So and Q is 15 mm in front of EP, and here both points are Q. This one is for true line, this one is for apparent line, so both should be on the 15 mm in front of EP. So they are on this 15 mm line, so that is correct. So now this projection is complete. We have true line and apparent line in the front view, as well as true line and apparent line in the top view. So our projection is complete, and in the question it has been asked to find out the true inclination with HP and VP. So we have to find out the angle created by true line with HP, which is 48 degree, as well as with VP. So true line, angle created by true line with VP is 12 degree. So and these are the true inclination. The true inclination with HP is 48 degree and true inclination with VP is 12 degree. Now to check if you have doubts whether this projection is correct or not, see, this projection is complete because we have two lines in top view and two lines in the front view. One should be true, one should be apparent, and again same thing in the top view, one should be true and one should be apparent. Now to check whether this is correct or not, initially we have this condition, the true line is of 75 mm length, so you can measure the true line. This is true line from here to P dash, so it is given it should be of 75 mm, so it is 75 mm. Now in the top view, again measure this true line, so it is 75. So now true line is same in both cases, So this projection is correct. Okay, that's it. This is a complete for this projection. Thank you.